Hey guys, Heaffey here, brand main. So, the new items are out. Yay! So, I'm going to talk you through the new build path that I'm going to take. So, just a little background. I'm the brand main. Last season I got to Diamond on pretty much brand alone. And yeah, I'm just going to show you what I think about the new items and what's the build order. So, you should do your normal sort of starting items. You just want the ward, a couple of pots and a Duran's ring. This is it for mana regen though. Once you've built that, stop that annoying dancing. Once you've built that, you won't get any more mana regen from my build, but with the new runes that I've put out, which I'll probably put a link to at the start of this video, hopefully you won't need any more, and that should be enough. On your first back, you want to get sort of core items like your boots and ruby crystal and amp tome, and also refillable. You want to sort of get a combination of those, or as much of them as you get, and then pretty much situationally, depending on mid lane, you either want to go straight into the salt boots or the haunting guys. This new passive on the Haunting Guys, Madness, is great for damage over time. So it just means that Brand's damage is going to scale hugely. And yeah, all of his spells will be pretty much doing 10% maximum extra damage, which is just great because you'll pretty much be on that 10% all the time because of his Brand's passive basically. So your passive will pretty much never go off without doing an extra 10% damage because it would have already been on for a few seconds. Then when you get back, you want to get the Blasting Wand and just finish Leandri's Torment. That's your first item. So you'll have Boots and Leandri's Torment. That's pretty much like your basic core build. And straight after that, you want to go towards the Oblivion Orb. It's a new item again, and this is where you get your Magic Pen from. It's like the old Haunting Guys, in pretty much every way, similar sort of stats and price. And yeah, so this is quite similar anyway. So it's basically the substitute for that. However, it builds into the Morella Molicom. Unfortunately, they didn't change the name. They kept the old name. I think they were going to change it to Morello's Evil Tome. Or no, Lost Tome or something like that. But they decided to keep the old name, which I'm disappointed with. Because I can't quite pronounce it properly. As I'm sure people will pick up on in the comment section. Anyway, this is a big sort of change for us. Because we never used to build the Morellos. Because basically, you used to have mana regen. We didn't really use it. However, a lot of people will be going away from that now. This comes with a Grievous Wound, and it's not just a regular Grievous Wound that only affects people on less than 20 or 30% health. This is all the time, so that's a huge item. Because of your damage over time and your passive burning, this Grievous Wound is pretty much going to be applied all the time. And in a team fight, that's huge, because you get so many people with heals, whether or not it's like a support healing them. Supports usually have healing items, but people like all AD carries and junglers and top laners usually have a bit of vamp or lifesteal, and this is just going to be a huge item. It's going to completely destroy those. So most teams have some sort of healing element. So Morello's is really good for that. Morella Molicom. Right, next we have our situational items. We'll probably get Riley's Crystal Scepter most of the time, unless you have a specific need for something. The reason that you're not definitely buying it is because it's your third major item after boot, not including boots. So at this stage of the game, you need to be a bit free. So probably Riley's is the way to go because it just makes your Leandri's Torment do lots of damage. Ooh, AFK. It makes your Leandri's do a lot of damage because as a constant slow is applied, movement impaired units have double burn damage. So that's good. So that's probably what you're going to get. But if they get lots of magic resist, you want to get the Void Staff. If they're like a Z or something, you definitely want to go Hourglass. Or if they're like got some big spells, you might want the Banshee's Veil. Something like a Blitzcrank sometimes. You might just want a Banshee's Veil again. Or if, you know, they ever play Karthus. If Karthus ever comes back into meta, then you'll definitely want to be buying the Banshee's Veil. So you pretty much want to choose out these just to finish off your build. Just get a couple of those. And then we just got your last sort of end game potions, depending on what you want to do. So here's an example of what a final build would look like, and the sort of damage that it does. I would probably always go that, and yeah, this is pretty much what this will be our final build most games, and just a little example of some of the damage that it can do. We just go, yeah. So. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, anyway, I've been Heaffey. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe if you did. Check out my brand rune page and brand mid guide. Hope you had fun, and let me know what you think about the build path, and if you think you can make any improvements to it. I'm happy to hear. Good luck in the league.